Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist, and it's just me this time now, back with The Forgotten City, Episode 3, since this is now a main series on the channel. Phil, of course, joined me for the first two episodes, but that was a couple of weeks ago, back when he was visiting me, because the thing is, obviously, I got through What Remains of Edith Finch first, because I wanted to do that one. Meaning, basically, I do need to kind of bring myself back up to speed with where I actually was in this game. Now, I do remember, of course, we are from the present day, we're an archaeologist. We found our way back here, and we have to find out who's going to be breaking the Golden Rule in order to try and avert the catastrophe that befalls this strange, forgotten city, hence the name of the game. So, we've spoken to a few people so far. We're talking to Sentius and family. Centilla, was she? Yeah, Centilla, not Sentia. Sentia is the one who's missing. Talked to Galerius, talked to Lucretia, we talked to that dude who is the frigging gladiator who was unfriendly, I forget his name. Talked to, was it Rufius, the soldier dude? There's a few people we've already talked to, but we're going to continue on talking to other people. It looks like we're going to a marketplace over here, something like that. Now, who the hell are you? Are you the guy who Lucretia was complaining about? Who, tried to get her to... Oh, God. Is that moving, that one? Yes, it is. Do you see this? Statue was moving around. Alright, let's talk to you. Who are you? Georgius.
Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I.
Also,
and
that
I
Italian
must
accent.
say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have travelled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
I was about to say, yeah, our character probably isn't wearing Roman clothing at all. Probably just still wearing the clothes he arrived in. My nation doesn't exist yet, and from beyond the edge of the known world, you'd never believe me if I told you. Beyond the edge of the known world, you'd never believe me if I told you. This one?
And now you have me more intrigued than before. But since it appears you do not wish to share, I will wait until we are better friends.
He's patient.
We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
He seems fairly open, interesting. Okay, well, we'll go through all of these. Obviously, I have a feeling with this series, there's going to be a lot of them talking, and me comparatively talking less. So, we'll see. What's your story, Georgius?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Okay. I was about to say, I probably should have actually reviewed my first two episodes before recording this, just to remind myself of as much detail as I can. In reference to the Golden Rule, though, we did figure out a couple of things, I think, didn't we? That there's a load of list of stuff you're not supposed to do, because it's supposed to break the Golden Rule, but there's a couple of things that actually we've had suggestions that actually they don't. Like blasphemy, I think, was one of them, because I think Centilla, or whatever she was called, didn't she technically blaspheme, and nothing happened? So, not that. Bribery, I think, was bribery the other one? I can't remember, there was another one. Yeah, I'll have to review my past episodes, or probably actually the details will be contained in my menu, probably. Why set up a tailor shop here, Georgius?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yes, more or less. It does seem kind of unnecessary. What's the diplomatic answer here? Sure, we'll just be direct and say yes.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best.
Okay.
I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Suppose so. Fair enough. Seems frivolous. Yeah, I see what you're going with. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at. I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Well, that's a nice outlook. You're seeing the silver lining in the black on the edge of the black cloud, are you? Well, you know, he's like, if I'm going to die looking my best. You know what, Georgius? Nice outlook. How did you end up here? Let me guess. You woke up on the side of a river.
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Why don't you tell me what you do remember? Okay, what do you remember? Do you remember anything?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over
The
a few
Tiber,
select
okay, by the
friends,
river.
and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once.
Well, that was a night out then, wasn't it, lads?
This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
Interesting. So he remembers the bit about waking up by the river. The bit about the void, though, is curious, because a few of the characters have mentioned, for example, like a stampede, a fire breaking out. So you floated down the Tiber, sounds like you overdid it. I'm going to say floated down the Tiber, what's that?
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat.
You're saying you're buoyant,
In
are
any
you?
case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger.
A woman?
I went to find firewood for his
Oh,
campfire,
his, okay.
stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Okay, I see. Let's talk about something else
Anything
then.
you like.
Do you know a way out of here, bud?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry, did I say the wrong thing? Do you know a way out or not? Well, I think we pretty much established that there's people in this town who are like, no, we don't look for a way out and all that. I mean, we'll be polite, because he's been friendly. Did I say the wrong
Have
thing?
you not been told about the last attempt?
The last attempt?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
Okay, well, buckle up, ladies and gents, that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, I think episodes of this are going to be fairly substantial, probably going to be within sort of like the 30 to 45 minute mark at least, because I think there's going to be a lot of talking involved, basically, and a lot of piecing together bits of dialogue. Why don't you tell me then? Sure.
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all.
Sorry, you can hear me
And
gulping
scaling
tea.
the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
I can do that. Why hasn't anyone done that yet? That's a good question. Why hasn't anyone done that yet? Is someone preventing them? Because I imagine if you're trying to stockpile wood to do that, it'd probably be fairly noticeable. Probably people have been put to death for it.
They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt, made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city. And that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Okay, sure. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, you're Greek,
As a
apparently,
Greek,
okay.
This is nothing new to me. It is how our gods
I'm sorry if I
operate.
triggered
Make
triggered
sure you
all...
stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment.
Sorry, who's that? Who's that in the background? I don't know. I was about to say, sorry, I confused your accent for Italian. I should have known. I mean, no, when I say confuse your accent for Italian, it just sounded Italian to me, even though I know Italy didn't exist until fucking, like, as a unified country until the 19th century. Right, it's nothing to do with how our gods operate. Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew, the grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, interesting little story. Gods in ancient mythologies were always pretty weird. What can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each keep the single wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing."
Okay, sounds simple enough. Easier said than done. Ooh, kind of tempted to see what he says to this.
Regrettably, I think you are correct, my friend.
Okay.
For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know I've seen it happen. That's a pessimistic view of things. Well, I don't think he's wrong, you know. There's that whole thing of one person spoiling things for the majority.
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent.
Still seeing that
models
silver
for
lining,
my
are
clothes,
you?
Do they not?
Okay, who are you going to vote for in this election?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Oh, has he been threatening you? Interesting. So Domitius, yeah, he was the gladiator, wasn't he? The threatening gladiator. Methinks we might have to do something about him, but...
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Okay, I'll be going then.
I hope
Thank
that
you,
our paths
Georgius.
cross again soon, my friend.
Well, you seem nice enough. I'll be heartbroken if you turn out to the person who's... okay, I was about to say I'll be heartbroken if you turn out to be the person who breaks the Golden Rule, but judging by the fact you're having trouble with that thing on the floor, I think you're maybe not capable of breaking it. Is this your tailoring shop? Oh, it looks like it. Jesus. Feels a bit dangerous having your brazier that close to these things on the wall, but sure. Here's your models, by the way. Oh. I don't want to do that. No, we're not going to steal anything from there. Don't steal, because we could end up triggering rules. It's even got like a little fitting room there. God, this game has great graphics, doesn't it? It does look good. And to think this was once a Skyrim mod, apparently. Right, so talk to Georgius. Is there anyone else around here? Oh, hello. Who are you over there? You don't look familiar. Miss, what's up? You're definitely a stranger?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
I suppose so.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Okay, I guess we just ask the same questions again. What's your story, Equitia? Oh.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct.
I thought something was
where
wrong
you're
then.
from. I suppose it's quite charming.
True.
In its own
Okay,
way.
a bit of culture shock, I guess.
However, you wouldn't simply march
Oh,
up to
okay.
a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Sorry. Yeah, I should say sorry. What should I have done? I apologise, Equitia. You sound quite polite when you addressed me, so I apologise.
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office.
Well, I do know
by which
somebody in high
time
office.
You would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself
Okay.
and ask whatever
No
you
harm
like.
done, then.
It'll be a refreshing change.
So, yeah, I'm probably... I feel like as an archaeologist I should know what a Vestal priestess is, but we'll ask her. How did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here. Yes.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
It's an old name, but not uncommon where I'm from. It carries negative connotations where I'm from. Is that a reference to the meme? I think I see where this is going. It's an old name, but not uncommon where I'm from. You're looking at me very suspiciously. Okay.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What were you going to say? I don't think I want to say, come on, spit it out. That just seems very unfriendly.
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me.
Sorry, I
thinking.
just knocked my microphone
Have you
on the
spoken
headset.
with any of the others about how they arrived
Yes.
here too?
She sees
I
it as
really
well.
think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember, and see if you notice any.
I told you Karen couldn't be trusted. You're being a bit coy. Is this...
You look well, my Sartorian.
Georgius, is that you in the background, who I just heard? I feel like if I just say, alright, I'll do that, it's like cutting off the conversation. Is this the one where we can sort of press her for a bit more information?
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
I may have already noticed a pattern. Yes, we have already noticed the pattern.
You have. Then what
Ah.
is it?
Some people mentioned a river, some people mentioned memory lapses, some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank. Well, okay, interesting. So, well, we've mentioned the river, haven't we?
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Well, Georgius mentioned, obviously, memory lapse, didn't he? A void, he didn't really remember too much. Okay, let's say that one.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What
And
else?
ourselves, you know? Some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank. I think some of them have mentioned that, haven't they? Because Georgius just mentioned a he, didn't he? Sure.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. You mentioned earlier you met a young woman in the forest named Karen, yes?
That's right.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
She's wearing a hoodie. How could you have known that? Interesting. I was about to say, I don't remember her wearing a hood. Was she wearing like a top with a hood? I don't think she knows what a hoodie is, but...
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think
Okay.
you'd better follow me to the baths.
Please, lead on, yeah.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Oh, heaven forbid. Okay, don't follow too closely, it said. Alright. We could just tap, tap, tap-y. Okay, just do like this, let it lead me on the way there. And we stay at a nice safe distance like this. Just looking around for anyone else.
You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Please, go and stop him, and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Okay, I hope this isn't going to be dangerous. Oh, we're straight in.
You have to do something.
We're straight into a quest.
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
Yeah, I don't have a weapon of my own, but, sure. I feel like I probably need a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm.
Oh, true,
So now
that.
this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
Okay, I'll get right on it, I
Thank
guess.
you. He's still in there, somewhere.
Obtain a bow.
I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Wait, whoa, wait, what? Is the whisper telling me, tell her not to go into the shrine? What was that? What do I do? What do I do here? Don't go in there?
What? Why?
I have a bad feeling about it, just trust me. Would she just trust a random stranger who she's just met, especially one like me? Should I say I have a bad feeling about it?
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Wait, who are you? That's a good question.
And now's not the time.
Fabia, okay, well we've learnt someone else. Junilok Trickster. That's interesting. That's a curious one. The baths, okay, they're over here. It's time the election's on, says Georgius. Okay, right. I guess we go and confront this dude then. She just says improvise, but uh-oh. Oh, hello. What's your deal, bud?
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know. Quinctius? Yes, I saw him worshipping in a small round shrine just inside the city. Second building on your left. Oh. Send him into the shrine you're saying that the Whisper just told me to tell Fabia not to go into? That one? It's telling me I could lie? Is that a way to test the golden rule? To see if maybe does lying break it? Okay, I'm curious now. I want to know what happens if someone goes inside the shrine.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now. But you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Oh god. Did I do the right thing? I've no idea. I kind of want to follow him and see what happens. He's just going to march off down there, is he? Okay, let's just stay at a respectful distance. And let's see what happens here. Oh. No, he's moving. He's still going. I don't know. Oh, right, this shrine, apparently here. What's going to happen when he goes in there? Something bad, or... Oh.
Filthy, lying degenerate.
Oh, okay. Aha! So that's why... Okay, the Whisper helped me save Fabia. Interesting. Because she was probably going to go in here, wasn't she? Okay. So we've done that. Warning. Beware, shrine may... I was probably supposed to see this, wasn't I? Never mind. Alright. I'll take his bow, shall I? Oh, he's got... bounty notice. Well, it's a finely crafted composite bow, apparently. I'll take it. What's this bounty notice? Summary, Emperor Nero has ordered the execution of a cultist named Quinctius with different coloured eyes. Oh. Lead resolved straight as an arrow. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, a citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He's about 40 to 50 years old, he is average height, average build, has dark hair, and has one green eye and one blue eye, so he has complete heterochromia then. He's typically clean-shaven, he's a known associate of cultists and suffers from delusions of grandeur. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye out for a guy then who has complete heterochromia. Average height. Oh, optional. Tell Sentius you suspect Malleolus. That's just come up there, apparently. Interesting. Alright. We'll take that with us. You got anything else on you? We'll take the fletched arrows. We'll take the denarius. +1. Find Quinctius. Okay. That's an objective that's just appeared. Right. Need to remember, though, how I, do anything. That's all the complete ones that we've just done there. Vanishing Act, figure out what happened to Scintilla. Ask Yulia about Scintilla's escape plan. Something else we still need to do. Let's try to persuade Desire to hand over the Sylphian resin. Okay, so one thing is that we have learned there, we got away with lying, especially a lie that resulted in someone's death. That's curious. I'll have to go back over the information we've got just to see if was lying sort of against the golden rule, because if that's the case, then that's a third thing we can add to the list of things that don't actually break it. Lot Villa, Demetrius has denied me access to Malleolus' villa. I need to get creative if I want to go inside. Behind closed doors, Navia locked herself in the palace. I should find her. Thorn in the paw. Figure out treatment for rheumatism. Okay. Okay. Actually, hang on, wait. Let me look at these. That's that one, the golden rule. Alright, common thread. Meet Aquitia in the baths. Right. So, I'll need to try and relocate Aquitia, wherever she is. Oh, what's going on over here, though? Unless I can just go into the baths now. Oh, it's a blacksmith shop. Accusatory note. A note insinuating that Virgil is a sinner. Virgil, do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? Democracy in action. Figure out how to make Malleolus drop out of...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Whoa! Oh! What? Sentius, where are you? Oh, I think I may have triggered the golden rule. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Shoot. I think I actually did fuck up. They're all turning to gold. Crap. Okay, I think that's my bad. How do I get back? Is it this way? Now would be about time to lag out, game. Please calm down. Oh, God. I fucked up. I royally fucked up, didn't I? Oh. Okay, at least the guide voice is telling me where to go. Ooh. Am I okay? Did I get out? Nice tip there, it just came up. Tap P to enter photo mode. I'll keep that in mind, for whatever reason. I guess if you want to take some real big screenshots, you can do. Okay, so... Achievement unlocked... Oh, hell yes. Ah, we can loot, can we? Holy shit. Galerius. It's you.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Ah, things are going to change. I'm Herr Gloopface and we've had this conversation before. Me thinks this is like a time loop. I don't think he will remember. Yeah, see?
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name is Galerius and we are about to offer to take me to see Sentius so he can tell me about the Golden Rule. Okay.
Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Okay, so maybe lying does break it. Break the Golden Rule. I don't know. It's just it happened shortly after I lied to the dude that got him killed. Or maybe... Hang on, is it the act of lying or is it the fact that I got someone killed? Is that what triggered it? I don't know. No problem, I have to go.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Device? Oh! A zipline handlebar. Rudimentary wooden zipline handlebar. Okay. Interesting.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
Well, this is definitely different.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe.
I hope so.
Probably.
You don't sound entirely convinced of that. Thanks, you seem capable. Perhaps you could take care of some urgent problems for me?
Oh, that sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there. Sure, why not?
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
Okay. So hang on, we're repeating it, though. Maybe it wasn't that, then, that triggered the Golden Rule. Maybe it was something else. So there's a character called Virgil, who... it was mentioned is making is going to lie about something, but who knows?
I'll go, but once I'm
Or commit
done,
a sin.
I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
I'll try my best, but Galerius, old boy. All right, let's ride the zip line. Sure. God, my character didn't sound too happy about that. Sentius, gonna need to talk to you, old boy. Is it the statue you talking to me? I know you can't. Ah, the captain of the guard, dude. Over here. You gonna help us?
Is proof of a degenerate mind.
Horatius, that was your name.
What is it, citizen?
Right. Maybe we don't need to talk to him necessarily to get him to guide us. Okay, who are you gonna vote for?
Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius.
I don't think we've asked him these before.
I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage. But he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
Can I help?
I appreciate the thought. But you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
Can we talk about Scintilla?
What business is that of yours?
I'm looking for her.
A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
He's always sort of interesting. Well, it's always interesting how. What am I saying? It's always interesting. It's interesting rather how these characters clearly no longer recognise me, but they're now just sort of like, oh yes, I'll talk to you. Sometimes fresh eyes help. Sounds like you don't want me looking for her. That's an interesting wording there. Fresh eyes help. That bottom one feels a bit accusatory. I don't know if necessarily with any reason to doubt this guy. Fresh eyes help?
I suppose that's true.
Do you notice anything suspicious before she went missing? I know what you did to her. Well, that's an interesting thing to say. Anything suspicious before she went missing?
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia, Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better though, I suppose.
Okay. Do we want to say that? Because that's essentially a lie. I'm curious to see what happens though. He's probably going to date it. I'm going to do it for the content, ladies and gentlemen.
If you're accusing me of a crime, you better have something to back it up.
You know what I'm talking about. Where is she? We can keep the bluff going. I don't know if...
Worth a try, I suppose.
Okay.
Fine.
That was a weird one, that was, but... right.
Alright. Please keep an eye out for anything that might lead us to Scintilla.
It's curious, though, that there's an option to try and bluff your way with him. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled in case there is something with him. And maybe then we can come back to him and just try and try it on. Because he'll probably be like, oh yeah, what's your evidence? And then you show him something. Okay, I may be sort of metagaming a bit here, but the fact that that's there makes me think perhaps there is some evidence out there to watch out for. I don't know. Alright, we're going to wrap up this episode up here because we did a few things there. Alright, so we're going to talk to Sentius, I think, in the next one. And then we'll keep going. We still have, all of our friggin' goals here, interestingly. So I think we've had our first sort of incidence of something bad happening. Presumably the golden rule being broken by somebody. So clearly, is it just going to keep sort of looping time-wise? And every time that happens, do we have to just get back to the portal real fast? I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Okay, well, hope you'll join me for part 4 when I get around to doing that. Facebook and Twitter links in the meantime are down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. Other than that, this is John Red signing off. Goodbye all. That's our little hoppers over here. To dump stuff. Whoa. Whoa. Shit. Flashback maybe. Oh, shit. Is that the ammunition train just exploding over there? Feels like it. Hang on, what's this thing over here? Let's just see what's going on. This is an icon for this, whatever. Oh god, it's an exploded bomb. Oh Jesus. You may sometimes find remnants of explosives in the room. ruins. You can get rid of them by calling the sappers for a fee, or by defusing them yourself. You have to cut all the wires. Turning on the switch on the left side of the wire will turn on the light at the top. If the light is red, you have to adjust the knob on the right side of the wire until the light turns green. If the light is green, you can cut. Each time you fail the defusal attempt, the sapper's fee goes up.